Here are some insanely viral Zack films cooking videos, and today I'm going to be trying every single one of them, starting with
twist the Oreos apart and scrape the cream into a bowl. Then crush the cookies into tiny crumbs with a rolling pin. Mix in a splash of milk, and after it turns into a soft dough, you can roll it out into a thin sheet. Next, water down the cream with milk and smooth it over the dough. Roll it into a log and wrap it with plastic wrap to keep it moist. After chilling it in the fridge, you can slice it into small rounds to get Oreo sushi.
This seems pretty easy. You need Oreos and milk, and I guess you can make sushi? Let's find out. So you take the Oreo, twist it, scrape this right into the bowl. So we're gonna put the cookies in this Ziploc bag, and we're gonna beat them up so we can make the cookie dough.
And while I'm crushing these Oreos,
You might be wondering why I'm doing this. Well, because I genuinely suck at cooking, like really bad. And I wanna see not only if these recipes taste good, but help me become a better chef for the last recipe of this video. Also, JJ Miles did a video like this, so go check him out. Okay, so I've got some good news. This is fully crushed up. Bad news, I have no bowls to mix this in. Next up is adding milk. I'm not gonna add too much because I don't wanna mess it up, but here we go. I did not add enough milk. Now my hands are dirty. Adding a bit more milk. Now it should be perfect. Look at that. Okay, what the fuck? I added too much milk, so what we're gonna do to fix the solution is get more Oreos. Just made like actual icing, which is perfect. And now it's time to actually make the sushi.
I got distracted making the icing and I forgot to add the extra Oreos.
Okay, this is not rolling how I was expecting it to roll. Okay, let's actually make the dough now. I fricked up the first time. Okay, this is much more dough-like than whatever the frick I did before. After showing you guys that I do actually suck at cooking, let's finally make the Oreo sushi. Now we're talking! Look at that. And now you cut it into a square and add the icing. Can you see that? Oh, this is good. Starting to become a master chef. Let's add this icing on. Okay, it's time to roll this up. Let's absolutely lock in. Now this is a perfect Oreo sushi roll. Let's refrigerate this and we'll be back for a taste test. Okay, so it's been like 30 minutes. I did not do a good job on this, but this is one step to becoming a better chef. So let's cut this thing and give it a try. It doesn't look that bad, but does it taste bad? Hold on. No joke. It was really good. I suggest you guys make this. Okay, maybe don't follow my example. We've got other stuff to try that is better than this, especially the last one.
Slice the apple in half and set 2 butter knives on each side. Now, cut down toward the core until you hit the butter knives. Then turn the blade and cut out a chunk. And do the same on the other side to create smaller slices. Then spread them out to look like a wing. And repeat the same on the other side. Carve a small groove in the body and shape the other half into a head before pressing in 2 seeds for the eyes. Then place the head on top of the body, giving you a swan made from an apple.
This is actually pretty cool. And I think I can actually do this one because all it takes is an apple. But I only have 2 attempts at this, so let's give it a go. So we need to cut the apple in half. Boom, in half. What was the instructions? Butter knife, cut to the core. Then we repeat. And repeat. Boom, we got it. One side done. You look at this. Push that one, push that one, push that one. Oh yeah, that's a wing right there. Okay, now we do the same thing, but for the other side. Okay, so it's a tiny bit lopsided. It's a tiny bit lopsided, but we're doing a lot better on this one than with the Oreo sushi. Already making improvements. Now for the head. It needs a little head hole. I'm gonna try and cut a little groove out. Oh yeah, look at that. Got it perfect. Now, make a face.
For the eye, shape be the same on the other side.
It's too thick. Good apple. We've done it. Look at this. Oh. Oh. I low-key crushed this one, but you might be wondering, how does Applebird taste? Well, there's only one way to find out. I mean, 10 out of 10. Look at those layers. A lot of flavor in this apple. That's good. I'm gonna be pulling that one out sometime. I'm gonna be pulling out this every time I make apples. All right, let's move on.
Crack the cold eggs in a pan and add a chunk of butter.
Okay,
Stir them
butter.
together over medium heat. This cooks them slowly while the butter oils the pan. As you mix, scrape the bottom to prevent it from burning. And every 30 seconds, take them off the heat for 10 seconds while stirring. This cooks the eggs gradually and folds air into the mix, making them fluffy and soft. After 3 minutes, take them off and add cream to stop them from cooking. Then season with salt and pepper to finish off your perfect eggs.
So I guess that's how you make perfect eggs. And I just got home from the gym, so this is gonna be the perfect snack. I'd like to say I'm actually a master at cooking eggs. 3 cold eggs. 3, oh. That kind of seems like a lot of butter, but I guess we'll find out when we taste this. Every 30 seconds, you stir this, and you put it down for 10 seconds, and you do it again, and then one more time. A little bit of salt on there, a little bit of pepper on there, a little splash of this, just a little. You add it all up, mix it all up. Okay, these things smell and look absolutely amazing, better than I would actually make my eggs, so I am kind of impressed on how they turned out. First bite. Damn. Really flavorful actually for just scrambled eggs. I usually literally just scramble egg and maybe a bit of ketchup, but these are actually so good I don't even think I need ketchup. Honestly, I give these like an 8 or 9 out of 10. I wouldn't say they're the perfect eggs. I probably messed up in some sort of way, but I think I can make eggs better than all the other things. I actually might suck at cooking, but these are really good eggs. Those are fire.
When you slice a watermelon in half and in half again, then cut it into wedges, the sticky juices cover your face as you eat.
Hate
And
when
since it
that
doesn't
happens.
fit your mouth, you actually lose some of the fruit. Instead, cut the watermelon in half on the short side and flip it over. Next, slice even strips in one direction, then again in the other direction, making a grid. When you pull out a piece, most of them will be the perfect size to fit in your mouth.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good hack. And it's a 1-ingredient recipe, which is perfect because I somehow topped out at 2. Now that I've got some knife skill warm up, I think I'm gonna crush this one. I don't know how hard it is to cut a watermelon, but we're gonna find out. This knife's a little too small for this thing. And a little too dull. Oh, save this half for a spoon snack later. So you cut it in half, and then you cut slices. This knife isn't big enough. Now that it's going this way, we go this way, and we get perfect bite-sized cubes. So you don't get watermelon all over your mouth. And we got the perfect watermelon cut. Perfect, now you don't get it on your mouth. This was a great hack. I still got it on my mouth. But this thing is pretty satisfying to look at. Compared to just cutting it in big slices or cutting it in half and using a spoon, I would rate this like a 6 out of 10. But it's helping my cooking skills, which is a +5. So this was a 10 out of 10.
Bite the top off to expose the sticky inside. Then press a piece of chocolate onto that spot so it stays attached instead of sliding off. Now roast the marshmallow with the chocolate. As you turn the sticky marshmallow holds the chocolate in place and melts directly onto the marshmallow. While it cooks, heat the graham crackers near the fire, then press the marshmallow between the warm crackers before pulling the stick out, giving you a perfectly melted s'more.
How do you even find that out? That you can just, that's big brain right there. I've never thought of doing that ever. Ingredients, s'mores. Mr. Beast should make one of these if he hasn't already. I forgot to get a skewer, I'll be back. Step 1, turn on the gas. Okay. So I don't blow my head off. Oh, okay. Bite the marshmallow. Sticky side, boom, arrow. Chocolate. Stick. Okay. Put it into the skewer. There's a freaking train going, interrupting here. You put this near the fire to warm it up. Where did my chocolate go? Oh my gosh. It's okay, 5-second rule. Dang, this train loud as frick. Background music time. Does anyone like when it chars like the black part on the marshmallow? I do. And you just pull, squeeze and pull. Oh shoot. Look at that. S'more. Chocolate is melted. Quick taste test, and I'm gonna give you guys a satisfying marshmallow pull. The melted chocolate definitely helps. This was a good hack. I would rate this like an 8 out of 10, and I will definitely be doing this next time. It's actually genius to bite the marshmallow and then stick the chocolate to it. I'm not smart enough to think of that. That's why Zack D films. He's a freaking genius. I'm almost ready for my final recipe that's actually gonna be difficult.
Pour the eggs into a 400-degree pan, scrambling them for about 4 seconds before scraping down the sides. Do this 5 times, then tap the pan hard on the hot plate to settle the eggs. After 4 seconds, take it off the heat. Next, tilt the pan and pull the omelet over itself. Then put the tilted edge onto the burner for 5 seconds before folding the other side to create a seam. Next, pull the pan up quickly, and when it reaches the highest point, flip the omelet. Once the bottom is sealed, set the omelet on a bed of chicken rice and slice it open to reveal the scrambled eggs inside.
Okay, I think we got this Every single recipe leading up to this has been for this exact moment. And it's time to get serious. I've actually never fried rice before, so we're gonna figure it out. Ingredients are simple: scrambled eggs, rice, cooking it on a 45-degree angle. The eggs are scrambled. I'm gonna start frying the rice now. While this sits, let's make an egg. Pour the scrambled eggs. Step 1, scramble for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe more heat. Scrape down the side. Scrape down the sides. Pour the eggs into a 400-degree. Tap the pan hard. Settle the eggs. That was loud. Then take it off the heat and put it on a 45-degree angle. And fold it. Oh, okay, we've got to restart. Second time's the charm. Oh, wait, no, we kind of got that. We've kind of done that. Oh, we low-key did that. Fried rice is almost ready. I think I did it. I actually think I did it. The presentation though. Okay. Ratatouille might be in my hat the way this thing came out because I'm quite impressed. I did not think I could pull this off, but let's get a nice cut here and see how this opens. Okay, I cooked it 2 through. We might have to try this again. Okay, this one's gotta be it. Ratatouille has summoned inside of my hat because this thing is about to be the greatest thing ever. Okay, I like kinda did it. Like, there's scrambled eggs there, you know? This is basically it. I basically did this one. This is like, presentation, 6 out of 10. Absolute smells like a 9. Before I eat this, I'd like to say that I do genuinely suck at cooking if you can't tell, but following along with Zack D Films has made this a lot more fun, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Let's try Brayden's perfect Japanese egg rice. The scrambled egg there. Oh, cheers. I'm better than Zack D Films, actually. This is really good. I didn't have the perfect fold open like him, but I wouldn't say I failed this video at all. And if you guys want to see me cook more stuff, consider subscribing.